The cutting edge of our industrial society grinds its way into the Amazon wilderness, building an oil road heading towards Tagari territory. Consumers play their part in driving this machine, and it never stops moving. These Warani Indians are neighbors of the Tagari. They were also uncontacted until oil was discovered in their territory little more than 20 years ago. Before contact, the Warani were invisible people, and in many ways they are still unseen, because like most of the world's indigenous people, they have been treated as though they don't matter. The Ecuadorian government recognizes that the Warani own part of their ancestral land, but the state retains the subsurface mineral rights. Their spiritual beliefs were quashed by the church, and they were taught to feel shame for being naked. And their finely tuned forest culture was treated as a relic, a curiosity. Ecuador is a poor country, more than £7 billion in debt, and oil promised a windfall for the struggling economy. In the 70s, US petroleum giant Texaco carved a 62-mile road, which they called the Via Auca, the Savage Road, into the heart of Warani territory. Warani only have surface rights to their territory, so these concessions allow petroleum companies to build infrastructure and extract oil wherever they find it. The rainforest is becoming a patchwork of oil roads, extraction sites, holding ponds, storage tanks, supply depots, and pipelines. In the haste to extract oil, concern for the environment and indigenous people came last. Over 18 million gallons of crude oil and billions of gallons of toxic brine have spilled into the headwaters of the Amazon, and the health of the indigenous people is being affected. When an oil road opens up the rainforest, poor colonists and speculators from other regions quickly follow, taking over the land. They practice slash and burn agriculture, cutting down and burning all the trees, planting quick crops and ranching cattle. The exposed topsoil erodes and washes down the river. Within a few years, the soil is depleted, the farmer still poor, and the forest gone. As a result, 20% of the Amazon rainforest has already been destroyed. An Australian, Doug Ferguson, came to the Amazon to soften the impact on Ecuador's indigenous people and their world. Doug has helped 3 different tribes secure their ancestral territory and has guided rainforest preservation efforts in several different parts of the world.
In all these projects and processes, I believe we've helped to create a more just society and address some of the problems that are happening, but I don't believe that anything as such is saved. And I think that that thinking is really mistaken now. It's not that we can save this forest, save this tree, or save this animal. Really, it's one green earth or a bowl of dust. And so it's a whole realm of consciousness, a whole level of being that has to be changed. And that's what I'm working for.
Many people see our planet as a living organism. Rainforests contain half of the Earth's plant and animal species. The Amazon basin contains 30% of these diverse plant and animal species and holds 1/5 of the world's fresh water supply. The continued destruction of the rainforests affects global weather patterns and global warming. Ecuador is right on the equator. The spine of the Andes Mountains divides the coastal region from the Amazon basin. These eastern flowing rivers are the headwaters of the mighty Amazon.